Contract details are out for Viking safety Harrison Smith, and oh boy, are they hilarious. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah knows how to have fun. How? Let's talk about it. The Minnesota Vikings finally released contract details for Harrison Smith, who signed a one-year deal worth $10.25 million, worth up to $14 million, but we didn't know how it was structured. And when it comes to contracts, you always want to wait for the structure because it's more important than the dollars themselves. Just like a Byron Murphy Jr. It was announced as a 3-year deal up to $66 million. It's a 3-year $54 million deal with $12 million in incentives that will be difficult for him to hit. Jonathan Allen was 3 years, $60 million. It's 3 years, $51 million. The structure matters a lot, which is why we want to wait for that structure to come out. And thanks to Over the Cap and the Star Tribune's Ben Gessling, we have his structure. The beginning, it's relatively simple. $9.901 million salary cap hit, $2 million base salary, $8 million signing bonus, $250,000 in per game roster bonuses, and his base salary in 2027 is $25 million. But that becomes fully guaranteed if he's on the roster on the third day of the next league year, which would be the first Friday after the league year begins. Because remember, the league year begins on a Wednesday. That's not too different from what his last contract was, and that trigger was there for the Minnesota Vikings initially as well. But it's the other aspects of the contract, the full incentives to get up to $14 million. So he has an escalating playtime bonus. He gets $250,000 for playing 65% of the snaps, an extra $250,000 for playing 70%, and another $250,000 for a total of $750,000 for 75% of the snaps played. He gets $500K for 3 or more sacks, $1 million for first team All-Pro, $500K for second team, and he also gets playoff incentives, where if he plays 75% of the snaps in the regular season, he's eligible for performance escalators in the postseason. $250,000 for winning the NFC, $500,000 if the Vikings win the Super Bowl, and $1 million if they win the Super Bowl. He becomes the Super Bowl MVP and plays 75% of those snaps. Pretty normal kind of incentives. Hey, we do really well, we get paid buku bucks. But the best one is the one that Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and company had a lot of fun with. It's called Hitman to the Hall of Fame. And we know Harrison Smith deserves to be in the Hall of Fame when his career's done. He will get $500,000 if he gets 4 more interceptions this year. What a name for the incentive, right? Hitman to the Hall of Fame, because we all know that's where you should end up. May take a few years like Jared Allen had to wait, but Harrison Smith's been one of the best safeties for the last decade. The Minnesota Vikings are trying to do right by him, and they're having a little bit of fun doing it. A Hitman to the Hall of Fame clause? Bravo, everybody. It's great stuff. I'm Tyler Forness with A to Z Sports. Skol Vikings.